Alright, boys and girls, today's lesson is lesson 1-11. It is called multiplication and area. Okay, so you're becoming pretty awesome in multiplication. So today we're going to start talking about area. Area is basically the amount of the measurement within a square or a rectangle. Imagine our classroom. Okay, if this was our classroom, and one side of the wall was like 15 feet, and the other side of the wall was 3 feet. The area would be 15 times 3. And then the unit would be feet squared. So that's a tricky thing about it, because your product would be 45, because 3 times 15 is 45 feet squared. Okay, because that's area. Area is length times width. And the unit of measurement would have to be squared because we're creating squares in the inside here. And we're going to go over that a little bit later in the lesson. But the main thing to know is that it's length times width. So if you have a rectangle that is 3 feet by 2 feet, that means inside here it's 2 times 3, or you can do off the side, equals 6 feet squared. Okay, we're going to go over that in a little bit. But the first example I can show you is on page, I don't know what page that is, your next page, whatever your next page, actually not your next page because there's a big chunk of those other pages. So it is on page 51. So 51 it talks about area. It says the area of a rectangle is the number of square units that fit inside of it. So write a multiplication equation to represent the area of each rectangle, then shade a whole number of rows in each rectangle and write a multiplication and addition equation representing the area of each rectangle. Okay, so what they're asking is, first you're going to find the area of the rectangle. Okay, the area of the rectangle is 3 by 5. Okay, so the area of the rectangle would be actually 5 by 3. We'll go on the left first. 5 times 3 equals 15. And then what I want you to do is I want you to shade a part of it. So I'm going to shade just a little bit. I'm going to shade this much. So what I shaded was 2 times 3. And then let's add on the rest of it that I didn't shade, which is 3 times 3. So that would equal 6 plus 9, which equals 15. So it's kind of the same thing. You find out the square units to start, and then you after that you go off and kind of choose what you want. So the next one, is, hopefully you see that it's a 2 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2 by 6, 2 times 6. Or 6 times 2 is how I should write it. 6 times 2, I'm just going to erase that. Might as well make it pretty. I might as well put it in white ink like I did the last. So 6 times 2 equals 12. And so let's color in some of it. I'm going to color in this much. So what I colored in was 2 times 3. What's left over is, what I colored in was 3 by 2. I need to start writing that correctly. I mean, I won't mark it right, it won't be marked wrong, but to be more precise, it's a 3 times 2. And what's left over is 3 times 2. So it's 6 plus 6 equals 12. Alright, next one's a lot bigger. Let's take a look. It's pretty easy on the top. You see it's 3 square units. And on the side we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we have a 9 by 3, which equals 27. And so if we want to color in just some of it, just for fun, let's pick these. And what we colored in were 4 by 3. What's left over is a 5 by 3. So we have 12 plus 15 equals 27. So the reason why we're coloring some of it is just kind of stretch your stretch your thinking and give you a little bit more challenging product or more challenging problem. Okay, this one says make a rectangle drawing to represent each, then give the product. Okay, so if I want to do 5 times 3, I would do 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I would do 1, 2, 3 here, and then you have to fill it all in because it has to be sloppy. Wow, is that sloppy? Anyways, it has to be 3 all the way down 5 times, or 5 all the way across 3 times. It has to be. It can't be like this. You can't go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then 1, 2, 3. That's not area because this showing all this area here has nothing in it. Okay, when you fill it in all the way down, it shows you that you're accounting for everything in the middle. Okay, so let me get rid of that. Don't need that. So I just did an area drawing, a rectangle drawing of 5 times 3. Remember, I like to think that the 5 would be on the left. Okay, so the 5 is what we're looking at to go up and down. Okay, the 3 is what we're looking at to go across. Okay, let's try to get that in your head. So 5 times 3 equals 15. I want you to do 5 and 6 on your own, and then unpause it and get back to me. Alright, so hopefully you started with 7 up and down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It doesn't have to be perfect. And 2. It's pretty simple here. These should all be straight lines, but I'm not the greatest drawing with the stylus here. So I have a 7 by 2. So 7 times 2 equals 14. Next one, we only have 1, 2 on the side, and we go 9 over. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We have to do the same each way. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now obviously my drawing is not perfect. Your drawing might not be perfect either, and I'm okay if it's not. As long as you understand the concept, which I do here, and my drawings aren't great. So 2 times 9 is 18. Okay, so that's area drawing. That tells you there's 18 square units in here. Do you see the square units? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You can count them. That's how many there's going to be in it. All right, so let's get this page out of the way. Let's kind of go over kind of what we were doing, different ways to find area. It says the large rectangle has been divided into 2 small rectangles. If you see the 2 small rectangles, here's one, and here's the other. Okay, that's what it means. Kind of what we did back in the last page where we just divided it ourselves. It says add the area of the 2 small rectangles. So we have a 5 by 3 here and a 2 by 3 there. So it equals 21 square units. The distributive property is shown 7 times 3 equals 5 plus 2. And if you see the 7 times 3, it's right there. 7 times 3 is combining all of it. Ignoring that it says 5 and 2. Just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So there's 7 on the side and there's 3 on top. So 7 times 3 equals 5 plus 2 times 3, which equals 5 times 3 plus 2 times 3. Equals 21 square units. That's pretty deep thinking there. When most of you can just look at it and say, I know the answer. So it says find the area, number 7. It says find the area of the large rectangle by finding the areas of the 2 small rectangles and adding them. Well, we know it is 5 times 3 plus 1. 1 times 3 equals 15 plus 3 equals 18. Now, if you're wondering if that's right, look over here on the right and you'll see 6. Take that 6, multiply it by the 3, and you'll get 18. Okay? Number 8, find the area of the large rectangle by multiplying the number of rows by the number of square units in each row. So basically, I just did that. It's 6. Okay? There are 6 rows with 3 in each row. So there's 6 rows, 3 in each row equals 18 square units. Okay? Next couple are just simple. Find the product. What is 4 times 5? What's 5 times 4? 20. What's 2 times 4? 8. So use your answers to exercises 9 and 10 to find this product. 7 times 4. Okay, well 7 times 4, most of you know, is probably 28. But it could be 5 times 4 plus 2 times 4. That's really what it is. Because 7 times 4 would be 5 plus 7. 5 plus 2 equals 7. So on the side you would have 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think I have 8. Yeah, I do. See? This is harder than you think, boys and girls. It's harder than you think. Okay. 7 by 4. 2, 3, 4. And obviously it's a square. So I'm going to stretch these all the way through. And there's my 4. So I have 7 by 4 now. Because our initial one was 5 by 4, which was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then the next one was 2 times 4, which is here. So basically you're adding all together to get 7 times 4. All right, so we're going to work with area in small group. I think I love the pictures. I love the squares to where you can actually see it. And I think this lesson will go really well for you.